Let's talk about a super interesting bug, the cicada. And starting off, I think that it is hilarious that the DC universe has one of the main big bad villains in The Flash. I only saw the TV show, I don't know anything about the comics and everything, but one of the main villains in the Flash show being called Cicada. For one, there is absolutely no resemblance, even a little bit, between the guy cicada and the insect cicada. Like, with other things, like with Spider-Man and with, like, Ant-Man and all that, sure, spider senses, the webs, you can shrink, you can carry a bunch of stuff. Sure, there's some similarities. This guy literally only just has the name because it sounds like a super badass, freaky name. But if you look at an actual cicada, they're so derpy looking. Like, look at how far apart its eyes are. They just look silly. Like, I cannot take the DC villain seriously going by the name Cicada when he's named after something that looks like that. Like, absolutely no way. Also, this is, out of all the insects to choose, this is something you would kind of not want to be named after at all, because they're just weird little guys. So they have this kind of nuts life cycle, where for the majority of their life, they live underground as larvae, and that's where they just stay, they hang out, and live in their best life. Now, admittedly, they do have this weird molt stage where all at once they crawl up out of the ground in their larval form, they find a spot, attach themselves, and they molt from their larval form into the full adult form, kind of all at once, which, if you don't know what is happening, can be kind of fucked up. And this happens depending on the species. For most species of cicada, it's only between 2 and 5 years, but however, the more famous ones, they emerge all at once, a fuck ton of them, every 13 to 17 years. So when these guys come out, it is a whole event. But the funny thing is, though, they're completely harmless. Like, yeah, he does look a little bit weird, but they're fully harmless. They don't bite, they don't sting. The entire purpose of them just emerging like that is to eat, to avoid predators, and to fuck like there is no tomorrow. And then after that, lay eggs and die. Like, that's the entire thing. Their only purpose as adults is to just eat a bit to be able to survive, preferably not die, but then just make babies. That is it. That is the entire thing. So, why would you name a supervillain after these guys? So, that's absolutely hilarious, and I'm sad we don't have the big annual event cicadas in BC. We just have, we have a couple species, but I've never actually seen any, but it sounds like a good time.